Vegas was a tipping point. Don't you think that a traitor is a different type of person?
Nobody slipped and fell into bed, you know?
She's allowing her husband to be there for me.
Like, if she can't see this, then it serves her right?
Absolutely. That was definitely part of it.
Wow. There's no way but up from here. It encouraged me. And I thought, yeah, you know what? I can do this. I will sing again. It's when.
It's about as bad as it could be.
I look back on my career at all the things that I achieved.
Shania Twain!
Shania Twain!
The records that were broken, I was doing fantastic. And it fell by the wayside. For some reason, I'm not comfortable singing in front of people anymore. I have lost my ability to sing. I've lost it. Don't expect more. Day. This is amateur night. I need to sing again. It wasn't one crisis that made me lose my voice. It was my childhood poverty, my parents' death. I was a workaholic, and my marriage was falling apart. My own friend had an affair with my husband. What if I can never sing again? Never been so miserable in my whole life. I just had to snap out of it. So I'm getting out on this tour, trying to find my voice again. I want to talk to people that have been through similar struggles.
My husband left with my best friend.
I wanted what she had.
She trusted you. I'm taking myself out of my comfort zone. Stop sugarcoating it. That was like so private. Why don't you scare the heck out of yourself and go sing a song with Lionel Richie? I will be inspired by other people.
The more you do it, the stronger you're gonna get.
Share my own experience. Our own parents have died this year, actually. Maybe that will inspire them.
Exactly.
The people I brought with me are the people that I really love and trust. Let's go then. Life's two most important questions are why and why not. The trick is knowing which one to ask. We're on the fourth leg of the journey now. And I think what I'm understanding about myself is I have a lot more fear than I realized I ever had. That has manifested itself physically so that I can't even sing. But if I'm going to be back on the big stage again, I gotta force myself through things that are scary.
Have you felt better every time you sing now since the beginning of the tour?
No. Not necessarily. I mean, I can't say that I'm getting any better vocally. It has good moments. And by singing a lot, when I have a good moment, it feels really great and it's very satisfying. And when I don't have a good moment, it's like, well, I'm not surprised because I'm having a problem with my voice. I'm afraid of singing again because I'm not feeling capable at the moment. But at the same time, I recognize that I cannot live without singing. I can't live like that. I don't know what the answer is. I'm still looking for that. You know, I've got a long way to go. I really do. Oh, my. It's a mirage. It's a man in the desert. See, these are the hazards of this beautiful landscape. You're going off the edge. Well, they say if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. This journey is about facing my fears, facing things that would be easier to run away from than to take on as a challenge. This is lovely. So today, I'm going rock climbing for the first time. I don't even know how to get started on this wall. I can't hold on to the rope, that's rule number one. I need to engage myself in a physical experience and stop overthinking and going in circles in my mind. But I'm scared. I'm scared again. So I'm really pushing the limit here. That is not gonna be easy. I don't want to fall off that rock. I want to get up that rock without falling. Now, should I expect to fall while I'm going up?
It is definitely a possibility.
I'm pushing some physical limits here that you don't do when you skydive, because really you just jump out of a plane. I think that takes a little bit more emotional strength to do, or psychological strength. This is going to take more fitness. And that's another challenge today that I'm facing, because I've lost a lot of my fitness in my mid-40s. And now today, when I get down from this rock, I'll either say, wow, I'm pretty proud of myself. You know, I'm not as bad as I thought. Or what I think I'll probably say is, oh my God, I gotta do something about my fitness. Don't know why, but I feel like when I get partway up, I'm probably gonna freeze and go,
I have faith in you.
Okay, now, how will you direct me as I'm going up?
So looking for marks from the rubber to put your feet, and then looking for white places where there's chalk to put your hands is definitely gonna help you out. Easy enough?
No. This looks very daunting, but I'm up for the challenge, and I'll just rely on you to help me through it, basically.
I'll do my best, for sure.
Okay, I really do have to think this through. I can tell this is not going to be as easy as I thought. It's important to exercise courage, to test courage. I don't need to know everything.
Try to really rock your weight onto that right foot.
I don't know what's next, but I gotta accept that I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I'm gonna just have to live through it.
Nice, good job. Those rocks just below your right knee would be a good place to step up.
Well, be ready if I don't get it.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, sweet. Good job.
I think what she's doing is just fantastic. She lost her marriage, she's full of doubts.
How in the world could anybody get up this part?
But she's still doing it. She keeps pushing herself to do a lot of things. She's extremely positive, and that's what she wants to share, and I really admire that.
This one will be easier.
Yep, keep using those feet. Good. Now that your right foot's all the way over there, you gotta really rock your weight onto it. I got you.
Son of a bee. This is a hard one. Stop laughing, you stupid bird.
Figure out what hold looks the best.
I can do this.
Nice job. You got it. Nice, good job.
Oh, yeah. I want to get this better. Oh, this is so good. I like this. I thought I was going to be afraid of the height. I want to see my cameras. Where are they? I hate cameras, but right now, you better be filming me. Woohoo! There were a couple of really tough spots there.
Yeah, nice job sticking with it.
Thank you for that. That was really great. Whether I am clinging to a rock, or jumping out of an airplane, or sharing my thoughts and my heart. Whoa. They're all equally scary things to do for me.
You pulled your own butt up that wall, for sure.
Well, I feel it. It was a physical effort, for sure. What I think is important is to work on not allowing those things to block you, to learn to live with them and to learn to carry them around. And that is really at the core, at the root of why I'm doing this.
Bravo, félicitations, c'est super bien.
Woo! As soon as I left the ground, that was it. I took the leap right there. It's almost like the height doesn't really matter. It's getting past that gate, and then once you're in it, that's it.
So do you think that lesson's going to have an impact on your taking the leap to your voice?
Well, and it's the leap that's the problem, though. It's like an audience. It doesn't really matter how many people are there. Some people say, well, you know, gee, there's only 5 of us here. Why can't you just relax? It doesn't matter whether it's 5. It doesn't. Even if it were 50,000, it wouldn't. It might as well be 5. Once you get past the point of going on, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. I'm uncertain. And you've done it. You've decided.
You don't really have a safety mechanism when you're on stage, do you?
Yeah, I'm on the line. And I don't know how to get past that anxiety, I don't know. It'd be good to make the connection though somehow. Okay, where do you want us to sit? Yeah.
Anywhere you like, as long as it's in the sun.
Right here.
Right on the anthill?
No, okay, come on, let's find the spot.
There's nobody in there, though. Seriously, you can sit right on that.
No.
It's hard. Totally hard.
Are you really trying to push me? Okay, hold on.
I'm serious. Come sit right here.
Yeah, but I'm not sitting alone. We'll have to sit together.
No, I'll just crouch down on my knee or something. Just like this, right by the cow patty.
You know what? That's gonna end bad. There's something in there.
No, there's not.
Oh, dude. They froze up for the winter, so.
Oh, is that what
when
it
you
is?
See, Corey, for God's sakes. Of course that's something's house. All right, I'm choosing this little rock.
Go down slowly.
Woo! Now, what's the first verse again? Today is your day, today. 2. 1, 2, 3, and today is your day to begin. Oh, no, yeah, no. That's not the way it starts.
No, that's not it.
Come on, help me out, guys. There's 4 of us. Well, I'll just do a blah, 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 and then we'll just worry about it later.
Wow.
Na, 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 na. Today is your day to begin. Oh, know that you can and you will get to the top of the hill. And part of the fun is the climb. You just gotta make up your mind that today is your day and everything's going your way. Today. Whew.
Yeah.
I was sweating bullets. No way, man. I'm not reading you what I wrote. That's so private. We're on our way to Taos, and the journey has educated me about how my emotions affected me physically, and how that then in turn was literally choking my voice, my sound. I'm very good at stopping my tears. I'm very good at choking it in. And that is not good for me. That is something I'm gonna have to reverse if I'm ever going to really relax and retrain these muscles. Have you seen my lunch, Fred? How good I'm being?
All healthy, beautiful things.
I can't afford to bloat today. I'm gonna be going in for a Reiki session. I don't want to have any accidental gas. I can't bring my parents back. I can't get certain aspects of my childhood back. I can't fix my marriage. Those things are out of my control and they are gone. And now what I have to do is concentrate on how it affects me. I'm a little bit nervous.
Well,
nervous.
It's a heavy schedule, man. You know, you have been.
It's not the schedule. No, nervous meaning like anxious, not like upset. We are about to meet a beautiful man by the name of Ted, who runs Golden Willow Retreat. This is a man with a noble mission in life, and that is to help others through his own experience of suffering. And this is what attracted me to him, because I felt like I was going through this terrible grieving period. So I wanted to get out of it and step out of the suffering and the grief.
Ed, welcome.
Hi. It's nice to be here.
Hi, Marcella.
And you can't just run away from it. You actually have to deal with it. We've got beautiful horses up there, I see, and great weather, so what more could we ask for? I'm gonna get less capable of dealing with things if I don't put myself through this.
Well, let's head on into the chapel.
Ted is an excellent example of somebody who can teach any of us about how to get through life not angry about very challenging personal experiences. And he sure had to share, that's for sure.
So welcome to our little chapel.
We call it the Capilla de las Angelitas, the Chapel of the Little Angels. So
And why do you call it the Chapel of
Well,
the
symbolically, when my daughters died in '96 in a car accident with my mother-in-law, I actually before that, when my first wife had died, I had a fund for the girls, an education fund that was set up. When they died, I didn't know what to do. And so we decided to use that startup money and then our blood and sweat and all the little guys to build a place. And the mission of this chapel is it's never locked and it's always warm and people can come from any faith.
How old were your daughters when your wife died?
They were 1 and 3 when she got cancer, which was right after my brother had died. And then when she died, they were 3 and 5. And then they died in the car crash when they were 9 and 6. So I was shattered. I was shattered and I started wondering, what does karma mean? What am I doing wrong? What lesson am I not getting? And they keep upping the ante, but there is no new ante to up. And a big piece of that why is you and I, and all of us actually get to stand here today due to those.
Of course.
And that divine appointment. Yet in the midst of it, it's the true why.
This is a whole lot of suffering for any one person. And that would have been the most difficult experience. I can't even begin to imagine what Ted went through. I just can't get my head around it. Ted is the epitome of someone who should be, you know, has every reason to be bitter and angry, and is the opposite.
We get to share hope to a large audience, and hope is not a high commodity right now. So it's a piece, it's the gift in the midst of loss that we get to do. So if you're ready, let's go in and chat.
Okay. I see you as ugly, cruel, pathological, and sick. Woo! I'm really finding out now that I just have to be more expressive about the things that happened to me. My marriage fell apart. A friend I thought I could trust stabbed me in the back. I crashed down and became what I consider an emotional mess.
No, this is the counseling room.
It still is uncomfortable to some degree to talk about a lot of those things, but I think I just need to talk about them more, especially now that I'm getting married to Fred. You know, married people have a responsibility to each other to not let the communication gap ever get too wide. I think that was something I didn't know enough about during my marriage with Mutt.
So welcome to the cave.
Thank you.
Here's where you chisel down to find your true gems.
Meaning?
Your heart.
Okay. I am tired of the negative emotions and thinking about this betrayal, about my friend, about the whole relationship, the affair. I want to stop those feelings from getting in my way. Even in my career, I've had moments during my career where those were some of the loneliest years of my entire life, when I was surrounded by the most people.
You better believe it.
And I was so sad and lonely, and I would try to take myself back to the grief and the shock of when my parents died, just so I could be snapped out of it. How can you feel like this? You have everything going for you. Life is amazing. You're winning awards, you're breaking records, millions of people love you.
How dare I have a right to feel like this?
Yeah, I didn't feel like I had the right to complain.
Right.
And so I thought, okay, remind yourself how you felt when your parents, you know, when your parents died, and then that will somehow shock you into some kind of reality and say, okay, no, that is worth grieving over.
This doesn't count.
Yeah.
So when we have a loss, at first our wound is huge. Everything's about this wound. We actually become narcissistic. It's about me. I hurt. I need to survive. Boom. As I heal, I slowly glean the wisdom from my scars so I can live more presently. But it means I've had to allow these wounds in my life time to heal. And they have to be seen, heard, and valued, rather than, oh, that's not so bad, I shouldn't be feeling like that. Cool?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, then I just want to say one thing. If I look at my childhood, I forgave my parents as I went. Now, that's because I don't think that they did it on purpose.
It wasn't out of malice.
Exactly. Of course I forgive that. But when somebody hurts me on purpose, or what I think is on purpose, And what I'm starting to realize more and more is that, you know, I guess none of it is on purpose.
Good job.
You know, there's something wrong with them too.
Good job.
The part that I have the harder part with is the betrayal of my friend. Honestly, I really have a hard time with that one because...
There's where you feel blindsided.
Yeah, and I feel like I should have defended myself, defended my family, defended my marriage, or defended the way my marriage ended.
So we take that energy because I don't get to control those behaviors.
I don't feel that that's my struggle.
Yeah, but I hear you saying she should not have done that, and I don't have the control over her. I can only clean my side of the street. I can't clean that other side of the street.
Okay, so do you confront the person then?
It depends. Is that going to cause more drama so I'm staying caught in the drama of the past? Where is it time to just step out?
Okay, that's where I'm stuck here. I can see it.
But you're doing great.
And I'd spent a lot of time wishing things could be different. But it is out of your control. And even if you thought you were in control, you really aren't. And you can either be okay with it or not be okay with it. Either way, it's not going to change it.
What I'm hoping you'll do is pick 2, 3, 4 letters. Write the letters. We'll mail them tonight, meaning the fireplace. It's a great universal mailbox.
Yeah, I love that idea.
But just allow the time for you to drop into your heart, taking the time to heal, to move on. And that's where forgiveness lives.
Ted asked me to write letters to people I have unresolved feelings about. And then we're going to get rid of them and you're going to just burn them in the fire after. All right.
I'm not always strong, and sometimes I'm even wrong.
It's a complex thing, forgiveness. And I've never really been faced with really having to consciously put an effort into forgiving somebody. It always came naturally. I really just accepted, well, that's life, and what can you do? And this time around, I just needed a little bit more help. On this journey, I'm doing a lot of things that scare me. It's actually vital now that I'm getting married to Fred. It's natural for me to express myself verbally. I'm a writer. I like putting my thoughts into words. But pain, maybe, you know, sharing pain or sharing uncomfortable things has been a bit difficult for me. It's been ingrained in me through life that I just want to get on with it. I neglect the fact that I need to let it out. It's affected my vocal expression, you see, and it's just not good for me. I want to live my life with a lighter load, if I can help it.
This piece is where it gets to be witnessed. When you first came in, you talked about the importance of sharing even when it's more difficult and breaking out of the bubble. My job here is to be a witness.
I didn't realize that he was going to ask me to read my letters out loud before we burnt them. So I was a little bit surprised by that. And I was sweating bullets because I'm thinking, I don't remember what I wrote now exactly. I wrote it with the intention that I was going to burn it.
You will burn it.
I know, right? I know the part's true. I so believe you.
This candle is for your bravery as you state whatever you wrote. They get to go out into the collective as well to help others.
Now, what if somebody comes in and says, no way, man, I'm not reading you what I wrote because that was like so private.
And we say, okay.
Do some people do that?
And then about the 4th day, they say, okay, it's the building of that trust.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm okay with that.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Thank you.
There's really no escape at that point. And I was a little bit upset that he didn't tell me that I was going to have to read it out loud. But if you knew that you were going to have to read it out loud, you wouldn't write the truth. Well, you can't really escape it if you read your own words, right? It's such a great trap.
And you didn't even hit me.
I feel trapped.
And you didn't even hit me.
I was like, nah. Here we go. All right, now hopefully I can read properly.
And take time to breathe.
I'm afraid of my own voice. I don't like the way my constricted voice sounds. I'm ashamed of it. Why can't I sing freely? I long for that ease, that ability to sing again with pleasure and not fear. Okay. That's first paragraph.
Take a breath. Good job.
Okay. I want to meet the truck driver who was in the car accident with my parents. And so I can tell him that I forgive him, that it wasn't his fault. My parents died, and I want him to know I don't hold it against him.
Tell him that. Just put that out in the collective energy.
I do feel a bit strange talking to a candle, but I'm okay with that. So let me take from the page to the candle. Of course it's not your fault.
Let him know that you bless him on his path.
And I do, and I bless you on your path. Breathing's good.
Take your time.
I also would like to tell my biological father that I'm okay that he wasn't there when I was growing up.
Nice work.
It's very good. Okay, here we go. I'm angry with my ex-husband for hurting our family with his decisions. I want to all just get along. But the air needs to be cleared first, doesn't it? Or can we just genuinely carry on healthy relationships without reconciliation? When are we, or I, being big, and when are we, I, being too passive? I need to talk more about that. I'm stuck there for sure.
And all I can do is clean my side of the street. I can't demand you any actions.
Yeah. Okay, here we go, another paragraph.
Breath. There you go.
I wish I had the strength to express to Marianne that I am angry.
To your best ability, tell her.
Okay.
I'm angry at what you did.
Okay.
This one's really, really important.
So, Candle, Marianne, I wish I had the strength to express to you how angry I am with you about what you did, stabbing me in the back. I admit that I'd feel better if she at least explained, or maybe admit what happened. I only seem capable of distancing myself to avoid even seeing you. I'm angry with you, but I don't want you to pay. I just want you to initiate peace between us. Oh, this is a hard one. Okay. I see you as ugly, cruel, pathological, and sick. And this is where I am able to feel for you. I am sensitive to anyone sick and always cry when the murderer is hung. I never feel satisfaction watching anyone pay for their crime. It only makes me hurt more for everyone. I totally forgot what I wrote.
Beautiful. That's what I hoped.
So I ask myself, so where is the peace? Unsettled with injustice, yet unsettled when justice is served.
Can you let her know you're working with and learning and need to learn how to release her from your psyche?
Yeah, because I admit that I'd rather forget you. And there are definitely days when I wish I never knew you and that you were never in my life and that I never allowed you in my life. But none of that's possible, and now all I wish for is that being at peace and with you, to be honest, whatever that takes.
Nice work.
This is a good exercise. An unexpected one. I'm never going to forgive you for this.
You can write the anger letter to Ted later.
Yeah. Learning how to just express myself more instead of running away from it is challenging. I actually am not that afraid of expressing myself. I'm okay with it. You can't block yourself off like that. I've done that for sure.
Now you get to have a break from me.
Woo!
Marcella.
Yeah,
So,
I need that. It's fulfilling to recognize things and move forward more aware. I'm just grateful for today and thank you. I really just mean that.
Thank you. And thanks for sharing this piece. You get to hit me.
Can you hypnotize me and like make me just see things differently?
I now release all old fears.
I can tell you, it was a culture shock.
I think the day's gone beautifully. Shania's been doing her work, and she's really working hard to do this piece. She was willing to go way out of her comfort zone a few minutes ago.
And you know how important that is going to be to the people watching? That look, it's okay to go out of your comfort zone and release, and you know, and also let someone else maybe assist you, maybe not assist you, but be there. No, this is really great. Cool.
Yeah.
Really great.
Yeah, I think it was. Seems to be an exercise she actually enjoys a lot.
Yeah.
Now we need to flip it on you and see what you think.
See, you're putting me out of my comfort zone now.
There you go. That's a nice comfort zone.
That was a very strange experience. I want to see all your letters tomorrow morning on my desk. On this journey, I'm doing a lot of things that scare me, reminding myself to open up.
Do you know anything about Reiki?
I have had one experience with that, but I don't really understand it. It's supposed to help me release my voice. So I am going about it a very unconventional way. And I think recognizing the importance of being proactive is what's important.
I'll use this to check your chakras.
Okay, and then can you hypnotize me and like make me like, you know, just see things differently?
I think that you're gonna do that yourself, actually. I think that
But that takes too long.
Just relax, take some deep breaths. You want to allow the energy to just be.
I can tell you, it was a culture shock.
Eileen Regina Twain. I now release all old fears and hurts.
Through this experience here, I've forced myself to get out and do things that I know I don't want to do right now necessarily. I'm not always in the mood to force myself to do something uncomfortable. But if I want to sing again and enjoy it, I have no choice but to put myself through this. So I'm doing it anyway.
Go ahead and be in the northern direction, please.
I think this is such good therapy. I'm enjoying it.
Good.
I wanted to meet someone with a different perspective to try and cover all angles. He involves more spirituality as well, and I think there's a lot of value to that.
Thank you for the healings of today, and let us have the faith that life is unfolding exactly how it's supposed to.
I learned a lot about myself, and I enjoyed the experience because it was so unique.
Talking staff, please let us speak from the heart. I'll begin. Shania, thank you for your amazing work and truth and passion to grow and heal, so you may be of service.
Thank you. Sunshine. I mean, it's pretty emotional because it's a beautiful day. And I'm glad to be able to experience something like that because it gives a purpose of the tour. I wish you four is to be able to live in happiness and peace, and I know you're getting there. Thank you for being in my life. I love you so deeply, and you're just the most amazing human being I've ever met. I can rest. Sorry, I know, I'm a sensitive guy.
Thank God.
Boy. Shania, I just want to thank you for being my sister. I'm sorry, I'm such a wimp. It's the smoke. It's the smoke. She's always been my inspiration, my protector. And to be with her on this it means so much to me. I hope I'm, being everything that I should be and need to be to help you along your journey to find your voice and to help all of the millions of people out there that are going through similar things. Coming on this journey with you has opened my eyes to many things as well that I've had tucked in there. So it's been very healing for me, and I thank you for that. You truly are the most beautiful person I've ever known in my whole entire life.
Expressing my feelings to her now is a deeper, stronger level. Because we've shared more now, and we've experienced more together now than ever before.
Well, I don't tell you enough, but I'm just thankful every day that you're my sister, and I love you with everything I have. Thank you.
I needed to be loved, and I needed to be reminded that I really could love again. I just love you so much, my beautiful man.
I know he's waiting for a hug.
Thank you, Ted and Marcella, for today. This whole journey has done many things for us and help my sister open up even more, which is something that Fred and I work on a lot. So she realizes how beautiful she truly is, and it's so wonderful that she's sharing it with everyone. And today you guys just helped her take another step towards that, and thank you.
Learning how to just express myself more instead of running away from it is challenging. But you cannot put boundaries about what you express. I've done that for sure.
Are you really ready to shed that red thing on you called a skin?
It keeps wanting to fall off. Is it supposed to come off?
It sounds like the skin that no longer fits you.
Okay. And that's what it represents?
And the seed of the new is in the shell of the old. Seems to want to come off, so let's see where it comes. So it is.
On the tour, I'm doing a lot of things that scare me, reminding myself to open up, putting myself through the therapy, I guess, which sharing does put you through. I want to thank you, Ted, for sharing your journey and allowing us to share it with everybody else. Your pain and suffering, in a very strange way, has just made me feel better in the sense that I know I'm not alone. And I thank you for that gift. Carrie, I thank you just for being you, for being the silent strength, for being a perfect example as a parent, as a wife, as a friend, as a sister. You're just an exemplary person. You are not just for me to love. And I think part of my sharing was sharing my sister with everybody. And I know people will love you as much as I do. It's out of character for me to get up and share at all, even with my closest friends. But it's actually hugely vital, especially now that I'm getting married to Fred. And my beautiful man, I thank you just for being you. And I thank you for loving me. I don't know, I needed to be loved, and that's kind of a silly thing to say, I mean, you know, but I don't know, I needed to be loved. And you know what I needed to love? I needed to be reminded that I really could love again. And I love you very much. I just love you so much, my beautiful man. And I'm very grateful for all these beautiful gifts, and each and every one of you are a beautiful gift. Thank you. I think the moment around the campfire was a reinforcement of how tight our circle really is and the importance of that. We don't always tell each other what we think about each other. And now I can openly express myself. And that was important to me.
And then if you're ready, go ahead and release your letters.
I loved this experience. Ted himself was a lesson for me. He was a reminder that you're not the only one that struggles, and I'll get through it too.
Thank you for this amazing day. The gift of losses coming together to have growth and new flight. And so it is.
It's a huge, huge evolution from where I began. I just want to keep going now and keep enjoying it. And my goal is to try and live through it with grace and forgiveness and acceptance. And thank you. I just need to take it one page at a time.
I know he's waiting for a hug.
Oh, my beautiful people. And when I'm finished that chapter, there will be a new chapter.
Or camper, we don't want to.
By the time I do get to the end of this and another beginning reveals itself, I will just be more ready for whatever that is. Just because I've grown. It's a process, and this journey has put the process in motion. It's set it rolling. When I first met Bo Derek, we were both married to other men.
And I was looking to see if she was happy.
I'm getting ready to work with another producer. Bobby. I don't like that place in my voice. It's a weird place. I don't know what's gonna happen. David Foster is a huge, huge producer. This is the biggest challenge of the whole journey. I just don't think I can do it.